What's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. So Joseph Parker stops Suleiman Haumono in the 4th round via vicious uppercut in the inside, and believe me, that was a vicious uppercut. This fight was not really competitive from the start. Joseph's actually showed some improvement in this fight. Defensive wise, he was more he fought more defensively. Then again, he fought more as a boxer than he is a a one knockout artist that he usually comes into fights in. He started to use his range more wisely than usual, and he started to keep his chin tucked in, so he wasn't squared up this time as he was in previous fights. So definitely a great improvement there. However, he was still getting hit with some rights from Haumono, and that was due to the fact that he kept his left hand extremely low. So that's something that he needs to really work on to keep that left hand up. But other than that, yeah, I think the reason why he does that because he's so used to keeping his right guard up to the point that he will hopefully block the rights coming in for that right hand. But obviously that doesn't work when you're fighting in certain angles. But needless to say, Haumono, this was a technical mismatch. Though I did say that he did have a chance because he did have some bit of boxing ability. But needless to say, Joseph Parker did a pretty good job neutralizing some of that ability that Haumono had. Observing this, Haumono knew that he was going, when he was in there, he didn't have a chance of beating Joseph from a technicality standpoint. The only thing he could do is try to somehow parry the punches, slip underneath the jabs. And Joseph, mind you, Joseph was throwing a lot more jabs than normal. So that's definitely a great improvement. I like that he was doing that, keeping his jab, keeping his opponent at bay, and neutralizing his chances of trying to come in from the inside. So when Haumono did have some success trying to come in from the inside, he did land a crunching right. I think it was in the 3rd round. He landed a crunching right and a couple lefts in that 3rd round, and it just shows that Joseph was able to withstand that punch, because some say that Haumono hit a lot harder than Carlos Takam, and I don't know about that, but if that's the case, then Joseph Parker has a goddamn rock solid chin, so you got to give him credit for that. So where does he go from here? Great win for Joseph, but before I get into that, I must say, when Haumono went down in the 4th round with that vicious uppercut in the inside, he made the count, but for some odd, weird reason, the referee counted him out to 10, and he went to Haumono's corner and pulled Haumono over there and told him in his corner and said, "Look, he didn't make the 10 count. I have to stop the fight." And I thought that was very weird. And mind you, I don't think Haumono would have even wouldn't even met now. But he didn't really look hurt from that punch. He was very stunned. Let's not get it twisted. But he did make that count. So to me, that was very odd stoppage. And however, in his corner didn't really protest it at all. So it is what it is. Now, where does Joseph go from here? I know he is mandated to fight Anthony Joshua before January 1st of this year. However, Anthony Joshua has a fight coming up in the fall, November date more likely. So that January 1st date looks very, very unlikely. But if Joseph does have to take another interim fight in the meantime, I would suggest that he fight Kubrat Pulev. I think that'd be a next big step up for him, and I think that'd be a very, very winnable fight. And to me, that's a very 50-50 fight. Some would say that Pulev may be the slight favorite due to the experience and the level of opposition that he's fought. But it's still 50-50 in my opinion, because they both have boxing ability. They both had fought good opposition, particularly Joseph Parker, who fought Carlos Takam and beat him, a guy that some heavyweights have avoided. And that was a dangerous fight for Parker to take, especially at this age. So got to give him credit for that. But Pulev, on the other hand, yeah, he's been in there with the Ustanovs. He's been in there with the Klitschkos, even though in a losing effort. He's been in there with the Chizoras and so forth. So definitely a good matchup. I would like to see that if the Anthony Joshua fight does not go down, which I don't see happening, given given due to the schedule of conflicts. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below, share, subscribe. Signing off. Peace.